Hello there, folks. Welcome back to ESA Winter 21. We are raising money for Alzheimer Fonden. Links to donate can be found below the stream. We would also like to thank Koei Tecmo Europe for Neo 2, the complete edition, Twitch, and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Now it is time for the wonderful RDV versus the world with Pikmin 3. Please take it away.
Hey everyone, my name's Ronald. I've got my friend Suplexy with me here on commentary.
Hello.
Pikmin 3 Deluxe. It happened. I didn't think it would ever happen, the Switch port of Pikmin 3. It came at a really funny timing for me personally. I'm really glad this happened.
This is the game that got you into speedrunning Pikmin 3, right?
Yeah, I tried the original Wii U version a long time ago, but this one is the one that stuck with me. Anyway, let's get ready. Right. I guess I'll do a little countdown, and then we'll get going.
Let's go.
Alright. So, in 3, 2, 1... Oh, hold up. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so the story of Pikmin 3 is that the planet Kopai, everyone living there is starving, and there's this planet called PNF 404 where there's a bunch of food on it. We're not going to really help with the problem, but we're heading there anyway. This is a Pikmin game, so as you might expect, everyone's crashed and separated already. Day 1 is just something of a tutorial right now. There isn't too much that's going to happen in these early stages, but like, honestly, couple minutes into this, Day 1's going to actually get kinda tough. It's not like just a free day or anything.
It's a bit of a tutorial there.
Yeah,
Just by the beginning, it's a little slowish.
We're using gyro controls throughout the run because, like, it will give you much more control as you're playing, and there are a few tricks that can only be used with gyro control. So just keep that in your mind for when we get to it. You may notice that not all the Pikmin were with Ronald as he went through the cutscene area there. That is because Pikmin 3 handles scene transitions differently in the fact it has them, and every Pikmin gets brought through with you if they're, like, nearby. So...
Yeah, certain cutscenes also just, like, teleport your Pikmin like that one. Anyway, here's Elf.
Yep, so Charly, Charly's gone now. We don't know really what happened to him. I like to imagine, he's just turned off his phone, he's on a date with his girlfriend. We'll see how that goes later. So Alf meets up with the Reds here, and we're going to get introduced to the first onion, which is Pikmin staple. This is how we're going to grow more Pikmin. We're going to have to grow a bridge here, and this is going to go into the first major tech of the run, and also my favorite tech of the run, bridge shove tech, where they're building a bridge, and you shove them, and it makes them go faster.
It actually makes a significant difference, I'd say, because they currently move really, really slowly.
There's ways to make the Pikmin grow faster naturally, which Pikmin veterans will be privy to, but right now we don't have access to it, so this is the fastest we can go. Just a few more pieces now. You also have to, like, whistle some of them off and throw them over there, so they're a bit closer together. Yeah, this is good timing, good timing. And then over there, you're seeing what we're working towards, which is definitely not the Wii U gamepad, it is the top pad. This is where the map of the game is, and now we're going to go into growing some Pikmin. Obviously, 5 Pikmin is probably not enough for the run, so we're just gonna grow up the numbers here.
You might have also been seeing me use this lock-on feature, which is new to the Deluxe version. It helps a little bit. The pointer controls for the Joy-Cons aren't as precise as the Wiimote, so this definitely helps.
As Ronald's picking up the Pikmin here, you may notice he's not committing to the animation. That is because there is something called pluck cancelling, where if you stop the Pikmin pluck midway through, the Pikmin get really confused and they just think, shouldn't I be out the ground now? So they'll get themselves out and join you anyway. It's great. Saves a lot of time.
Yeah, you'll see me do that throughout the, specifically day 1 and 2 a lot, as we'll be growing a lot of Pikmin.
Right here, as more and more of the items are getting to it, there is a trick here that it's very precise, and I'm still, like, fully trying to comprehend how it works. It's called seed manipulation. And what Ronald's trying to do here is he's slowing down this pellet going in, because if they go in at roughly the same time, they're going to stack coming out of the onion, so it will just save time there, as opposed to like having them go in at separate times.
Yeah, pretty much. As the onion's spitting out seeds for another object, if another object's coming in, it will actually spit out some seeds in advance. That's the idea. To really simplify it.
He's just charged at this box, which is also like something that's handled differently to the Wii U version, where before you would have to like lock on fully and charge all your Pikmin at it. What you're going to see later is you don't need to be locked on, and also it will only charge whichever Pikmin you're currently selected at the time. This is just one thing that makes the Switch version of the game way easier to run than the Wii U version, as well as the fact that this game is easier than the Wii U version. People will jokingly refer to it as a baby mode, which, to be fair, it is.
This game has different difficulty modes, and we're playing on normal because normal is just it's just faster. It halves the boss enemies' health. It halves the health of all enemies. That's the big one, really. Makes days longer, but not really relevant for us. It's really just the health that matters. It allows us to beat bosses in faster cycles, which you'll see later.
That's the end of the first day as well. If we have any donations, now's a good time.
Alright, that was a pretty good day one.
Yep, that was a nice day one, actually. Day 2 is, like, the first actual day we're going to see, like, multitasking at work. There were 3 captains who crashed onto this planet. Brittany is the second one we're going to meet, and she has crashed at the Garden of Hope. Or at least we assume she has. We don't know if she's actually here yet. Ignore the photo on your screen of her. That's just a spoiler, it's fine. So, yeah, this is going to be the first example of Pikmin multitasking, which is where I think this game's fun really shines. Because we're going to throw a few Pikmin on the wall, we're going to have one Pikmin on the pellet to the side, leave some on the side here, so we can use them in a bit, and throw these ones across. Now, why are we putting them across there doing nothing? So we can whistle them now and get them on this wall so we don't have to worry about it later. I hope I'm not the only one who thinks that's insanely cool. Just everything about Pikmin, just getting this multitasking stuff, I just think's really cool when it's pulled off well. The reason we're breaking down this wall that, like, seemingly leads to nowhere nearby, behind it is something that is only in the normal version of the Switch release. We're going to get our first example of Nectar behind there. We'll just wait a second for us to get to it. We're going to grow a few Pikmin in the meantime.
Sorry about that. I wasn't ignoring you. I was completely distracted, completely mesmerised by the run there.
No worries.
That's my excuse. That's my excuse anyway.
You're all good. You're all good. This is Nectar. In the previous games, it was whichever Pikmin grabbed it first would consume it all if there wasn't, like, you know, if everyone else wasn't nearby. And this game's removed that. There are no more Hungry Harrys. You only have now 10 Pikmin who can get onto it, which is better for, like, a casual playthrough, but I can see how it could be more annoying for, like, hardcore. Anyway, here's the first Bulborb. There goes the first Bulborb. And also, what's that over there? You may be able to see, it's a strawberry. There's also a captain back there, but there's a strawberry! Oh my gosh!
It's kind of what this game's about, fruit. We're not collecting it.
Like,
we're opting for different fruit.
Like, we could save the planet, but, like, you know,
it's not that fast.
It's not that fast. You can also see back there a new onion, and this is going to introduce us to the rock Pikmin. Their gimmick is that they can break glass. They're used, like, most of the way through the run, right? Like, I don't think there's a day where you won't pick them up. Yeah. So we're going to grow a few rock Pikmin here, and honestly, reds are more important, so we're just sending that red to take back that pellet there, just so we don't have to, you know, come back here, because it's a bit out of the way.
Ah, okay, well, he's dead.
Okay,
it's kind of
so-
hard to make Pikmin grab onto things in this game.
Yeah, like, sometimes it works perfectly well, and then sometimes it's just like you've got these two Pikmin who are going to run around the sides of it, and they just can't quite work out how grabbing works. As we're breaking down the wall, we're going to throw 5 red Pikmin across here, because now that we're about to save Brittany, this is going to lead into a tutorial. And, well, we skip most of the tutorial by having the reds already over there, so that just, that just saves time. Anyway, we broke open these eggs with nectar in them, let's nectar them up, and they're going to be faster as a result of it. This is the method I was talking about earlier. So, yeah. All that we've got now is to block some Pikmin, and then there was a rock wall that we couldn't do anything about before, and, well, now we have a way of breaking it.
I'm just gonna use some more pluck canceling to pluck some Pikmin quickly, as this wall gets broken.
We need to get across the water here, and as you can see, there are 2 enemies here. These aren't the most devastating enemies in the world, if we're lucky. However, these fiery blowhogs, they are kind of RNG with where they're standing and which way they'll face. You've had runs where they throw your Pikmin into the water, right?
Yeah, you can say that. But, like, they're usually not that much of a pain, luckily.
They're usually not, but it's like that one time out of like 100 is just the worst day. Yeah.
Grab on, please. They should.
Yeah, that should be all good. So we're just bringing Alf back here because it's more convenient for later. We're gonna have the rocks break this and have a few on this side. We're going to have a few on these bridge pieces here, and the reds have just finished up. So we can take all our remaining Pikmin and go onwards. Doesn't it look menacing? That looks terrifying. But yeah. I'm sorry to say, this is a completely empty arena. There is nothing here. I can't stress enough how much nothing's here. What do you mean there's a second cutscene? Oh, that's right. It's the Armored Mordad. Armored Mordad is the first main boss of the game. You break his tail. Well, you break the glass on his tail, and then you can attack him as fastly as possible. But not too fast, because damage caps are a thing in this game. If you exceed the damage...
Okay, sorry. It's just RNG whether or not he can go over that wall. And he didn't. This is not the fastest he can be, but definitely not the slowest.
Yeah. He can stay up on that wall for like about 10 seconds or so, and he just didn't that time, so very good. He knows what we're doing today.
And again, Pikmin are really bad at grabbing on, so I just throw a bunch to try and get 20 on there to speed up the phone. We got a phone from that boss. Yeah,
we need a phone. It's not going to really help with the whole starving problem, but it'll get us to the next area, and that's really what matters. We don't have much to do for the rest of the day while we wait for the phone to come back, so if we have any donations, now's a good time.
I'm just growing some more Pikmin. The rocks are finishing up the bridge. Yeah, we have time for some donations.
Yep. Fantastic, because we have a donation here for you. We have $15 from Kepsert, who says,
Kepsert.
Hello, RDV. There's 2 things I'm wondering. Are you here? Are you friendly? May you go as quick as a revenant with a target in sight in an empty asylum's hallway. May you slay the run like that one spirit on high school slayed you the other day. Good luck! Thank you so much for that generous donation.
Thank you, Kepsu. Yeah, we may or may not have been playing a bunch of Phasmophobia for those that don't know that game.
It's a fun game. It's very memeable. Anyway, the day is over now, and...
one Pikmin will perish. Do you want to... Guys, we want to go fast.
Yeah.
That one Pikmin, I'm sorry. He's... he can survive, I'm sure.
It's like 30 seconds or a Pikmin. We can grow more Pikmin. We can't grow more seconds.
That's a way of looking at it.
If the Pikmin is with the captain or at the base, they are completely safe for the day. If not, then they're going to be left behind. Yeah, in this game, you don't have individual onions anymore. After you get a new onion, they merge with the onions you've already found. this is a great time to say it because on the next day, we're handling... there's a different way of handling certain onions. Ignoring them is one way. Yeah, day 3 is coming up, and it's had lots of revisions across the years. A bunch of out-of-bound tricks as well, and... well, one of the craziest skips in this run, I think, happens on this day, and when I first heard about it...
to agree, yeah.
When I first heard about it, I thought it was ridiculous, because I'm just like, are you sure there's nothing that's going to be affected by doing this? And it turns out there's a lot... Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Charly! Wonder how he's doing.
That's pretty much the goal of day 3, finding Charly. And we're going to do so in a interesting way.
Yep.
I'll let Lexi do all the explaining so I can just focus on the actual tricks.
This is an incredibly complex day. However, it's going to start in a way we're all familiar with. It's a Pikmin game. You've crashed. Brittany ends up in this cave, and, immediately she meets the yellows. Well, let's grab these yellows and save the onion. Okay, we're not going to save the onion. We don't need that onion. What instead we're going to do is, sure, the onion's going to help us get out of here, but so is walking up this wall.
And so is walking over this thing.
Yeah, what we can do by doing this is we're going to walk over the loading zone for the next area, and we're going to be able to exit without really deserving getting out of here. This is going to lead into another out-of-bounds section, and one of the most ridiculous out-of-bounds sections in the game. Because we're going to get ourselves to the boss arena, which is so far across the map, and we're going to have to walk across an incredibly thin line to do it. There's many invisible walls that can push you out here. It's terrifying. I would be nervous right here. But Ronald, he doesn't care. He's looking at these leaves. These leaves are incredibly pretty. It's an incredibly nice snow. But, there's no leaves coming up here, and this is where it gets dangerous, because it gets even thinner, and one wrong move here, he's going to end up in an arena with a boss that we have no reason to fight, and he's doing great, and he's going, oh god, he fell! Oh no! I think everything's going to be okay, though, because that was actually intentional. That was the right place to fall. We throw all our Pikmin on this wall, so Brittany, who's now managed to get her way over here, don't ask how, she can now whistle everyone on the field, and you know what? They were actually right behind her the entire time. Wow.
Yeah, so as long as Pikmin are in your squad, as long as you've whistled them, it doesn't matter where they actually are on the map. If you go through a loading zone, they will come with you. Which we've used a couple of times.
This is the Phosbat. This is, I wouldn't say a hard boss, but it's definitely a convenient one because you only have 5 yellow Pikmin and you need 10 to do it. Luckily, they placed just a bud right there. Because Ronald attacked at a specific frame of its animation there, he was able to skip a damage cap. So instead of 3 cycles for this, he was able to do it in 2, and that was incredibly really good. And you know what? Oh, there's Charly! So it turns out his date didn't go very well. Instead of having a nice time, he was eaten. Not my idea of a good date. And you know what? We didn't have to take a treasure back. We made a friend instead, and the real treasures are the friends we made along the way. Where are the yellows?
They're not here. As you see, we had no Pikmin left behind this day, but the total amount is 10. It is very strange, and a lot of strange things happen as a result of skipping the yellow onion, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, so no more yellows.
I think that would be a good time to mention the juice system, the food system, that allows you to actually finish the game. Yeah, because we have none at this point.
Rubber Ducky! Charly comes with a Rubber Ducky, and that's the only good part of getting Charly back. Well, that's a lie. There's a lot of good parts, but, we have a Rubber Ducky now. So the juice system is that whenever you do a day in this game, you need to drink juice to go on to the next one, and, well, we don't have any, and we get those by actually collecting fruit. So instead of helping our planet survive, we're just going to help ourselves to a little snack on the way. You know how it is. This is going to lead into the first major clip of the run, or at least, wall clip, because we need to get Brittany through this wall. And
okay.
good second
this
try.
Trick is really precise. I struggled with it a lot. Got it pretty much. That was second try. That was really good. Also, I didn't arbitrarily walk over here. There's a trigger there to remove an invisible wall here.
Yeah,
not kidding.
Yeah, you're not crazy. It's just what you need to do.
I'm not crazy.
We're going into a new boss fight here, and we have all our Pikmin besides us. We also have Alf, and he's inconvenient, so we're putting him at the side so we don't have to cycle through him in a bit. Actually, you know what? There isn't a boss here. It's just another phone. You know what? It's it'll be quick and easy. We can just pick up the phone, go home, have a snack. You know, it's all good. Except it's actually not very nice. It's the sand-belching mere slug. This is a boss that has had quite a change from the Wii U version, because before, his phases were entirely random. In this version, though, his 3 phases are pretty much set into what they're going to do, so you don't have to... You just have to be prepared for each of them. First one was he sinks into the ground. The second one, he's about to rise up. There's this mound to the side. Pikmin fans will know what those mounds are going to have in them, so we'll just save it for a second. We'll just get them on... We'll get them to work because, you know, we're going to need what's in there for a second. And we're going through the second phase now. It's all looking good. It's all looking good. They should be about done here. And we have bomb rocks. These are a Pikmin player's best friend or worst nightmare. Because many a Pikmin has perished to the accidental bomb rock. However, the only thing perishing today is the sand-belching mere slug. Good run, good run. And we got a better phone than the previous one, because this phone has ferrets on it. They're so cute. What's the legality about owning ferrets? Because, like, you know what? I'll look into it. I'll look into it. They're very cute.
Anyway, we're not done with this day yet. With most days, it's just, like, get the thing you need from the day to progress the story. However, on this day, we have no food, which we need to survive. So we'll be getting that on the way back.
And there are a few ways we need to get this fruit to the ground. One of them is there's an enemy in the way. Obviously, we need to take it out. We need to take down a wall, so we're going to throw the rocks in there. The fruit is right there. You can see it on the ground there. And while we're doing that, we're putting one red in the water. He can't swim. It's okay. He'll get over it. The reason we've done this is because there's going to be another point where we need to throw Pikmin into the water in a bit. And, well, this will skip a cutscene then. I think we're just going to wait for the stuff to get back now. So while we wait, do we have any donations? Oh.
Might be.
Oh, no.
That was not entirely intended, but also it doesn't matter. We have plenty of reds.
Poor guy. But yeah, if we have any donations, now's a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. We have received $50 from Trail Mix Blazer.
Yo,
who says, who says, here to support my friends Ronald and Lexi. You're doing great, guys. Keep it up. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for that very generous donation there. Thank you.
So we just managed to get, we got this one fruit, and it contains 2.5 juice balls, and this run is only going to be 7 days in-game, meaning we only need half a fruit more to be able to get to the end of it at this point. So, yeah, there shouldn't be too much to worry about. Just get one fruit on the way, and there's a convenient one coming up on the next day, actually, so good timing, all things considered.
Yeah, that will be the last one we'll be collecting. But that won't be the most interesting part of the day. Also, that was a gold.
That was a gold. Ooh, nice.
That's really good.
So this day, well, we have all the captains now. What we've just managed to get is a signal for who we believe to be Olimar, who is the protagonist of the Pikmin series. You know what Olimar looks like. We know what Olimar looks like. We're going to see him in a bit. And we're going to go to the Twilight River to do it. One of the coolest days. But also, there's a lot going on. And
also one of the more complicated ones, for sure.
Yeah. We're not going to take out all the Pikmin today, because there is a new type of Pikmin here, and, you know, we're going to need a few of them for the rest of the run. We'll throw Charlie and Brittany into the water here. There's the new onion, and we're going to go into the second major clip of this run. We're going to try and get Brittany up on this ledge here. There we go, nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to throw a few rocks in there. They're not going to be there for too long, though. We need them on the other side because this onion is being held hostage by one spider. The spider is gone now. This onion is going to give us the winged Pikmin, who are my favorite Pikmin in the entire series at this point. I think, Ronald, you prefer the rocks, right?
I think I conceptually just like the rocks a lot, yeah.
They're all very cool. The reason wings are so unique is, well, they fly, which just allows them to take pathing that no other Pikmin could, which is very useful for later in the run. We're on a very strict cycle here.
I don't think we're going to make the fastest one, but this is still good.
Yeah. We need to get as many as we can here before we have to leave. We need at least 10 to lift up this log, and we're going to need a few more in a bit to be able to do a couple tricks in the run. Everything's looking good here, so yep, that's getting lifted up. And the lily pads are now going to start circulating on the other side, meaning that in a second we'll be able to meet up. Both captains are going to the next area. That's one thing he's starting to lift up here. That is not going to contain any sort of Pikmin growing anything at this point. What's going to be believed that is the final fruit for the run. Yep, we came to this planet for the sole purpose of looking for fruit, and we came away with only 2 of them, and we ate them. Oops. Fight that enemy. Brittany's going to be over here, and
Ooh, that's not a favorable position, but we can work. This can work. Hopefully they stay with me as I enter this loading zone.
Yeah, we need these Pikmin for the next area, so we're just bringing them through now, so it's not a problem for later.
Right. So that fruit, even though we didn't actually get it back, we'll be able to get it back on the way back, because we'll have some time.
We're going to get most of our Pikmin on this wall here. We need to throw one red over it, just because we need 18 Pikmin for the next trick, and, well, the wings can just walk around. They understand the water's dangerous.
Fly.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing, really.
Cool. Oh. That's my Joy-Con.
Oh, gosh.
That's funny.
It's all good, it's all good. Alright, so we lift up this fence here, and... Wait a minute. I thought we were only getting one more fruit for the rest of this run. Are you telling me that wasn't it? Actually, this fruit isn't going anywhere. This is going to stay right here, because if we throw the 2 other captains up here... Ooh.
Okay, fine. So sometimes when that happens,
unfortunate.
Okay. Sometimes when that cutscene happens, captains can't clip through the fruit. So what we're supposed to do here is we can actually take another captain and throw him out of bounds.
Nice one, nice one.
I gotta have to think about the... Well, we're fine. But I'm playing as a different captain than I'm used to. That's not an issue. We'll be able to work that out. That's fine.
So we need to force Alf around here, and as it was with the Brittany stuff in the previous 2 days, Alf's going to fall right around here, and he's going to appear in a much more convenient location for us. We're getting rid of these leaves now, just so we don't have to worry about them later. Whistle everyone, and they are behind us now as we're going to enter the boss arena. This boss is... This boss...
Followers, alright.
Oh, there he is! I think that was him, right in the background. This is the Scornet Maestro. This is a boss that's like, it's got a bit of health to it, so if there was like some way we could do more damage, that would be kind of nice.
That was really good timing on that, actually.
Yeah. So we just got the Ultra Spicy Spray, which is the reason we started work on the berries earlier in the day. These are going to make us be able to do more damage. We're taking out some of the bees it's using for its attacks right now because this will allow us to get it to attack faster in a second, meaning we can attack it back faster. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I can decide to either shake off Pikmin or fall down like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't so lucky.
We're switching to the other captains here without any Pikmin because it will attack whichever one it's homing onto.
Okay, I didn't kill enough bees.
That's unfortunate. Must have been off by like 1 or 2, but it's all good. It's all good. We're still making good time here.
Oh, yeah.
But like, it does take a while.
It's
like,
taking a while.
It's instantaneous if you take out enough bees, but like if you don't, that's how long it takes. And yeah, that was enough time for the berries to wear out, which is it's a bit unfortunate, but everything's going to be fine. We're doing fine because we knock it down here, charge everyone onto it, and that's the fight. And as our reward, we get none other than the strange fellow who we all know who that is. That's Captain Olimar himself. He looks a bit different from how I remember him, though. You think he's been working out? Like,
He looks a bit thinner. He definitely looks a bit thinner.
Definitely, like, his
It's not
face
what I
looks
remember from
different.
Pikmin 2.
Unrecognizable, honestly. Pikmin 2, that's a good game. There's two captains in that, right? I don't remember who the other one is. I think it was the president? I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to bring Olimar over here, and since we didn't build a bridge, there is an invisible wall right in front of us that the Pikmin need to go through. And we have to find some way of getting Olimar through here. This is a trick called Louis Clip. We don't know why it's called Louis Clip, honestly. Like,
let's go!
oh my god!
That is just really hype to me, considering that that's actually a lot more precise, and it's not really look-based, but it might feel like look every now and then, because it's just that precise.
It takes a few attempts normally, and that was a first one. That was really impressive. Yeah. So as we're bringing Olimar back to the base now, that fruit from earlier, we need to go and quickly run and grab. Just so, you know, it's there. We have it.
Yeah, we kind of need it to access the next day. Because the requirement to start the next story sequence is that we actually need at least one bottle of juice. So, yeah, we need this as much as we need Olimar over there.
That Master Onion looks a bit different from how I remember it looking before.
Yeah, there's a bit of a yellow color in there.
Wonder where that
I don't know
came
why.
from. Yeah, could be anything. Yep, so that's day 5. You're gonna see the stat screen in a second. You're also, actually, before then, we're gonna see the onions merge, right?
Yes, correct.
Yep, so we're gonna put it together, and it's gonna look a beautiful shade of... Anytime? Yep, it's a beautiful shade of whatever color this is. It looks foul. It does not look appealing in the slightest. We're about to see the results screen for the day, and I want you guys to take a look at the bottom, because we're going to see our winged Pikmin numbers in a second. And by we're going to see our winged Pikmin numbers...
Should be.
Yeah, we're seeing that as yellows.
What are they doing there? Where are the wings?
Yeah. They're doing their best.
Yeah, things got a bit weird because of the fact we skipped the yellow onion.
This next day is a bit different to all the other ones, specifically in how it starts, because before it's like day 5, day 6. This one is later that night. Ooh, spooky. We're going to, we're just talking about Olimar, we're just seeing what he's at, and in the morning, Olimar lands our ship, runs off with all our food, but more importantly, he runs off with the rubber ducky. He's a monster. We need to go get him back right now. We need to leave at least one slot open because the final type of Pikmin in the run is going to be here. It's right there. You can see it. It's the blues. We get most of our Pikmin on the wall here. We're getting all the wings over to this side so we can use them in a second. And we've got the final major clip of the run where we need to shove Brittany through his second try. Nice. The blues have... Well, the wings have picked up the blues now, so we can just, like, block them in a second. And the only reason we need to do this is there is an invisible wall up ahead, right around here. Good timing, good timing. And you get through there. We put all the wings in that mound there, so we don't need to worry about them. And now that we have everyone here, we can go into this... This isn't a boss fight, is it?
Yeah, so the wings are actually digging up some more bridge pieces as we do this boss fight. Well, I mean, yeah.
It's not a boss fight, is it? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. It's the Quagmire Clock. My favorite name for any enemy, just like in any video game, though. Like, it's so good. We attack its feet, and then, there's glass on it. We know how it works. We break it open, and it exposes this fruit. Not really a fruit. It's just something we're going to need to hit. Lots. And you know what? This is a fight where damage caps become incredibly important, because all things considered, we can do this in one cycle. Let's see if Ronald gets it. Okay, that looks like it's the one cycle. Okay, so just keep a steady pace, throwing them on there now. It's going to start trying to get up. It's fine. It's fine. You're doing it. And good run. Good run. You know, before when we got Charly back, I was like, we don't need to take a treasure home because, like, you know, the real treasure of the friends we made along the way. Olimar has long since lost his friendship card. He is a traitor. I bet Olimar isn't even his real name, so we're just gonna put him in the back with the phones. This part of the run, actually, with the bridge pieces and everything, this isn't how it used to be ran. This was recently rerouted by the current world record holder, Claris, who, well, she discovered that doing the bridge is faster than using the winged Pikmin that you would have previously used to carry them over the side there. So, you know, save some time. It's all good. It's all good. We're just waiting for it to get back now. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking fine.
Just gonna make sure that I don't leave behind a million Pikmin. That would have been catastrophic.
Yeah.
Do I want to wait for... Oh, I didn't throw 2 on there. That's unfortunate. That's fine.
Yeah, everything's good here.
13! Where? What? Where? Hold up.
Yeah, where are they? They're not in the boss arena, are they? Okay.
Okay. I don't know where they were, but sure.
I don't know. We're about to go into the final day now, so if there's any more donations, now's a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. We have received $5 from Luna Panda, who says, "Go, Ronald, find the Pikmin's favourite room." Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much. That's very generous.
I think we know the yellow Pikmin's favorite room because we never let them out of it.
You're right. It is that one cave.
So this is the final day coming up now. So we don't need any more juice. Not that there's any to collect on this next day, but you know, it's just good to know that this is how much you'll need for a run. We can see all our blue Pikmin there. There isn't one. It's good.
Well,
it's good.
But
there is, but there isn't, but there is, but there isn't. Pikmin just really doesn't understand that you can skip the yellow, which, to be fair, you shouldn't be able to skip it, but we can, and it's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. There's actually some really cool things you could do as a result of it. You're not going to see it during this run.
Later this night, so we find out that Olimar isn't actually Olimar. He's a captain called Louis. Who would have seen this coming? Oh my god! This changes everything. Actually, it changes nothing. We're still not feeding him. We have found Olimar's signal at the Formidable Oak, and this is the final area of the game. We're gonna go pick him up, and once we rescue him from whatever's holding him there, that's when we're gonna call time. The final day. This day is probably the most divisive part of any Pikmin game. I think it's fair to say, right?
Yeah, like definitely. This particular level has a gimmick that some people like, some people don't. But in the speedrun, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I would say.
We're going to just come up here onto some sort of arena thing, and that's Olimar, and that's the final boss right there. So we're going to have to rush him down as quickly as possible, and well, we saved Olimar, but that's not quite the run. That's not the end of the day yet. Because we have to take Olimar the long way, because we can't go back. And this entity, the Plasm Wraith, is going to follow behind us. He's just going to chase us the entire way through. Because turns out the Plasm Wraith really likes Olimar. This day is incredibly strict. There is no real backup if something goes wrong in this, so no pressure or anything, Ronald. You're going to do great.
I also left the blue in a little safe place, because if he dies, we get an extra cutscene. He could still die during the final boss, but chances of that are considerably lower. Yep, we throw the wings up here just so they're able to push this down, and we can skip a little part by doing this. Doggy! Hit it! Poor guy, hope he's okay. Yeah, so we need to start building this bridge. We don't need to finish the bridge necessarily. We just need to do enough to be able to get Brittany across it. The reason we need Brittany across it specifically is that flag above... Not again. Not again.
That flag above Brittany's head means that Olimar is going to follow her. It goes in a pattern of Brittany, Charlie, and Alf, and if we ever get to the point where they need to follow Charlie, something's gone horribly wrong. So let's just hope they stick on Brittany right now. We're going to do like the final out of bounds thing in the entire run up here. We're going to be able to walk on the ledge here. Just to get up here, so we're able to like skip having to break down a wall. And once we get up here, we're going to just wait a second for Olimar to come up behind us. Because, well, Olimar needs to be right behind us at this section, and we'll explain why in a second. But while we wait for Olimar, the other captain... Oh, no.
Hello.
Luckily, if the Pikmin are in the Plasm Wraith, they don't end up dying until Olimar gets absorbed as well. So luckily they're all safe at this point. Basically, it's just a bit inconvenient. What we're doing with Alf and Charlie right now is we're getting some bomb rocks because they're going to be incredibly useful during the final fight, and they're going to take it from a relatively like decent length fight to a 15-second fight if we're lucky. We're having.
Anyway, I can explain this a little bit here.
Okay.
So Olimar is directly following Brittany right now where she goes. If I'm too far away, Olimar will actually instead follow a waypoint system instead, which is scary because those waypoints are in bounds. So if I get too far away, Olimar would have just fallen off of the wall, and right now it's just faster to just manually guide him as opposed to him following the waypoints. If I'm near the exit, he'll also just immediately follow me into the next area if he's close to me.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Anyway,
this is the final
time
boss
is coming
hit.
up soon.
Yeah, once this boss goes down, we're gonna full time here. What we need to do for this is we're attacking everything now, and then we're gonna throw all the bomb rocks at him. And if everything goes well, you're going to be able to charge all your remaining Pikmin at him, and it should be time in a second, hopefully. Doesn't quite look like it right now. We have to like do a bit of the actual boss fight.
Electricity! Oh, time!
Time!
Wait! Oh, that's a second off my PB!
Wait, actually? Really?
It's a 40-42.
Oh my god,
Actually,
nice.
no, it should be a 40-41, actually. My autospiller is just light as... Just a bit late. It's a it typed my PB.
That was an
Did it?
incredible run.
No, it should be 40-40. I think I have a 40-40. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's really good, though. I am very, very pleased with this time for a marathon. A lot of things could have gone wrong, and instead, everything was mostly solid. Even got 2 golds on these splits, so that's...
You
I'm
played
very
out
pleased
of your
about
mind,
that.
dude. Well done.
I think now would be a good time for some more... Well, actually, I should shout out the Pikmin community for being so welcoming. It's been a real pleasure, like, getting into the game, showing this off. I want to, again, give major shout-outs to Claire's, because she has definitely contributed a lot to the current route. If it wasn't for her, I doubt we'd be doing Yellow Onion Skip right now. We wouldn't be building the bridge on day 6. The bomb strat we just used was also her idea. She's incredibly good at the game, and I'm very glad that, very glad she found those strats. It makes the run a lot more fun and interesting, especially Yellow Onion Skip. Even though that was, people knew of that like a week after the original reuse version launch, but it was never used in runs because, enough had to come together for us to skip all of the yellows. Like, there were certain parts where yellows would still be nice to have, and now it just saves so much time that, like, you don't need them. Yeah, so shoutouts to Claire's. I want to give shoutouts to Ice Cube and Jayhog. We're both fantastic runners of the Wii U version, also of the Deluxe version. But they really pushed the Wii U version, which I'm very... it was really cool to see. It was inspiring. I want to give shoutouts to Jay for, just being a friendly runner. We've done a couple of races. We're generally pretty close. If I had to consider someone a bit of a rival, it'd be him. It's really cool. Pie Pusher, and just the rest of the community. Vixoro is also a name that I definitely want to mention. And I definitely also want to give shoutouts to Soup Lexi here, because he put a lot of effort into preparing commentary for this. He hasn't done a single run of this game. And I feel like he did a fantastic job despite that.
I'm practicing bits of it here and there. It's a fun game, but thank you for bringing me on board for this, because, like, I just heard about the idea and it sounded great. I didn't know how it was going to go, and I think it went pretty well, all things considered.
I am very happy to. If you've got any more donations, now would be a good final time.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed, RDV and Lexi. That was an absolute fantastic run. Have you got any final words before we sign off?
Play Pikmin 3.
It's very good. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is it's really cool that it's on the Switch. There's a free demo if you want to try it. It's a good game. Good luck with the rest of the marathon.
Hope it all goes well.
Donate.
Well, thank you very much indeed again. Absolutely fantastic run. Really, really enjoyed that. Okay, folks, we're going to be going to a little intermission shortly, but we've got a really fantastic run coming up. We've got Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's
Really
Quest with Miyaki. Amazing game. One of my favourites. I'll be handing over to Pika Stroff as well. So thank you very much indeed again, ESA. I hope everybody's enjoying the marathon. Remember, we've got 29,488 towards Alzheimer Fondant. Let's push to see if we can get that 30k in the next run. Thank you very much again. Stay with us. We'll be back after these short messages.